Is this working, folks? Looks like it's broken here again. Wow. Yeah, I keep getting dropping. It's dropping every frame. Looks like YouTube is busted here on my side. Everyone. I'm getting massive frame drop. Can anyone see here? Am I back? Am I not back? Are we back? Are we here? Are we live? Hello? Can anyone see? Are we up? Yay? Was that a yay? Yay, we're up? Because let me tell you. Yeah, we are back. Wow. That was... Who knows? What was... I ended up just restarting my computer. Oh, no, now it says bad. It says bad again. Well, let's see. Let's see how long we can go for without... till we start dropping frames again. YouTube in Australia is definitely having some problems at the moment, it looks like. Wow. Whew. Hi everyone. That was not fun. It says it's buffering, but so hello everyone. Hello again to all the people I've already said hello to. This is the second stream this morning. So you all think I've started late, but this is actually, I had to restart the stream, delete the old one. Went for about a minute and a half. So there's a few people here that participated on the last one. Hello again. Wonder if Colin made it back. Did Colin make it back to his hotel room? I hope so. So you were live earlier. I was watching the end of... Yes, Colin's back. Yay. Yeah, I was live earlier. I was live on time. About 4 or 5 minutes, or 4 minutes to 7 my time I was live, and everything was working. And then I started getting 95% dropped frames, and everything went to bad. I was going to say the SH word. Hey Rob, did I miss Eleanor? I'm sorry if I did. Good night, Eleanor. Ah, there you go. Hello. Past her bedtime. She's been waiting. Thank you for staying up. Hi, Eleanor. Nice to meet you, kind of, through the camera. Oh, wow. That was crazy. Sorry, I just need a moment to relax. That was stressful. I hate that. I hate technology. Says the guy that plays with technology all the time. That's crazy. So went to... Yes, that's what I don't know if... Not that I'm being monetized or anything, so it doesn't matter, but I wasn't sure if there was any young'uns watching still. So I didn't want to say that word out loud. Hello, Chris. Well done, England. Yes. Well done, England. Oh. So YouTube says it's a bad stream. I hope it's working okay. 43 minutes to your 40. Happy birthday, Colin. Everyone say happy birthday, Colin. Hey, Jonathan. Who did I miss? Hi. Tiny LED Matrix. Andy, I think I said hello to you before, but I'll say hello again. I wasn't sure if I did or not. Yeah. If it starts to buffer or something, please let me know. Because I'm not getting any drop frames in OBS, but YouTube says it's a bad stream. Went to sheet. Yes. A white sheet. So, I'm all psyched to get a badge printed, to get a badge made. I hope, hey Dash Shaker, I hope you've all seen my, so what is this badge business video? That kind of explains what's going on with these badges. I meant to do a video about it, well I didn't mean to do a video about it earlier, I was going to do a video about it near the end of the month. But then, David started jumping in. Oh, hello. Hi, David. Football's coming home. Yes, it is. Congratulations, David. Go England. Yeah, so Mr. Watts decided to start talking about his badge, which is totally fine. And then he called me out on his video for not mentioning what was going on about the badges. I was so embarrassed. Not really. It was fine. Totally fine. And so I thought I'd make a video about the badges, and I was planning on putting this badge together anyway, and I was going to talk about it on the stream today. But not everyone watches the stream, and yada yada yada, so I quickly put together a video yesterday. So this is my badge. Can we get closer? We can. So this is my badge. It's not very light in here. As you can see, it's not even light outside. Again, my camera is picking up too much light. It's quite dark. So, my badge is quite simple compared to what Brian's doing on his channel, on his stream, and what David's doing. They're doing all fancy stuff. Mine's just flashing LEDs, kind of. But, using AT Tiny, you're on top chat again. Oh, I wasn't this morning. I changed it to live chat this morning. On my other one. Thank you. And I thought, yes, no one's going to catch me this time. And then I restarted my stream. So, okay. It's one of those days. That's all I can say. So mine's pretty simple. Mine's just got an AT Tiny 85 sitting here. It's got just a switch with a pull-down resistor. The switch I want to use to switch modes, assuming the switch is going to be tall enough that close to the AT Tiny to be able to push it. Hey, Paul. Okay, so in a second to give thumbs up, people. I'm hoping I'm going to get 90. I'm hoping I'm going to get 10 new subs during the stream and take me to 900 subs. That'll be exciting. It's not going to happen because I normally only get 1 or 2 subs during the stream time. Hello, Peter. Welcome. Look at that board design though. It rocks. You've actually had something printed. Yes, I have, but I didn't do any of the fancy silk stuff or the copper stuff, you know, to make kind of patterns. I've kind of got some. I try to make some interesting shapes with my routing. So I can get one forward, one backwards next to each other. Maybe. Can I fit them in the screen? I tried to do some interesting things with my routing, but yeah, it didn't work so well. So mine's also got a mechanical switch on the side to turn power on and off, because mine's going to deplete my battery in about 30 seconds, I think. And so as I mentioned, I've got 24 LEDs on mine, and yes, my plan was to have them all on at the same time, kind of. So what I've actually got is there's 3 resistors here. So I'm using 3. This has been a complete mess from the start, let me tell you. I kind of rushed into my badge. So yay, I got one printed, but I completely bodged it. So I don't know why. So the AT2085's got 2 PWM pins that can support PWM. I think it's 0 and 1. And apparently you can hack pin 4 with a different bootloader to do PWM as well. And then it's got 3 analog pins. And I don't know why, but I had this crazy moment in my head where I thought that analog pins meant I could write out analog values like PWM data, which of course you can't. It's for reading data. PWM is for output PWM. Analog is not output PWM. Hello, Nicholas. So you're not late to the party because the party's restarted a couple of times. It's I'm late to the party. So I wired this up connecting to these 3 pins thinking I could control all my LEDs via PWM, and guess what? I can't. Duh. Because they're not PWM, they're just analog. So my plan was I wanted to do a chaser. So what I've got is starting from the top, every third, so 1, 2, 3, whatever, so 8 of them are all connected through one resistor. And then the next one along, every third is connected to the next resistor, and then the next one along, every third is connected to the next resistor. So technically I wanted to have, at minimum, I'm going to have 8 on at a time. Hey Michael. So I can't not have 8 on because there's only 3 pins driving this. There's only 3 pins driving this train, and each pin has got 8 LEDs connected to it. So 8 LEDs powering off a 3-volt battery is already going to be a nightmare. You're not late, Michael. As if you read back through the chat, you'll see that it's been a disaster morning, and I had to restart the stream, had to restart my computer. YouTube was, it was just a nightmare. So please don't apologise for being late. I feel like I'm late to my own party. So that's how it works, right? And then my idea was that using PWM was I'd have one set super bright, and then the next set would be 50%, and the next set would be 10% in brightness, and they'd chase around in circles, so it would look like a trail. And it's supposed to be like a circular saw going around. LEDs are in reverse order. Chaser should be clockwise to match the saw blades. Obviously I can do whatever I want through code, Greg, but thank you. And I'm just doing my hands this way, but it can actually go this way. It doesn't really matter. I'm just turning my hand. Greg, always the eagle eye. So that was my plan. So yes, I actually wanted all 24 on at the same time, but I figured if I was PWMing them, then there'd be less power going to them and they wouldn't draw as much, and the battery might last 5 seconds. But of course, now I have to use software PWM, and I can't even use a software PWM library properly because I can't control 3 PWMs. Anyway, I couldn't get a software library working, but I managed to write my own software PWM. And it kind of works, and so what I've done is I've got this monstrosity. I was originally going to build this live on my stream because it's pretty straightforward, but I actually didn't in the end, and I'm glad, because building the hardware took 5 minutes, and then the software side to get it doing anything took about 5 hours. So this is just running off an AT-Tiny over here, as you can see here. It's a dip AT-Tiny. Let me just get some power. Plug it in. And these look terrible, by the way. They don't really work properly. They don't really look like they're moving properly, and as you'll, hopefully the camera speed will be fast enough that you'll be able to see that they just don't, they're not even all the same brightness. Like, it's just bizarre. Now this is running off 5 volts. So imagine off 3. And this is also, am I still running these off resistors? No, I'm not even running them off resistors anymore. So I've removed the resistors because the resistors are just making them duller. And there's enough LEDs in this chain right now to not have to worry about blowing them up, even on 5 volts. So I hate to think what's going to happen. Thanks, David. Actually, I'll talk about that in a second. I hate to think what's going to happen on my board. I reckon what's going to happen is you're not even going to be able to see the LEDs. They're going to be so dull. That's what I think. So, yeah, this board, this is the very first Uno I got. It's an original Uno. It was part of a SparkFun kit. Oh, hi, Flynn. Happy live streaming, Daddy. Thanks, buddy. I didn't think you were going to watch the stream this morning. Cool. I think my kids are watching it on the big TV in the lounge room. I'm not sure. What was I saying? Yeah, so the very first Arduino course I did when I never owned an Arduino and I knew nothing about them, I did a day course, and they gave me this as part of it. It was pretty cool. Hey, Neffers. Hey, the I can never say this name. I'm just going to say the H. Hello, good evening, the H. So this is kind of, yeah, so it's not even working properly. It's not good. Hi, George. Northern Ireland. Ooh. Got a similar circular moving LED thing a few years ago. I have to look at that up. Transistor driven. Was that to me? Hey, Tabletronics, mine's not transistor driven, mine's AT tiny. Amps of current, can the AT tiny source maximum? I have no idea. EV, no idea. I don't know if this is going to work. Anyway, I'm going to unplug this. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm doubtful it's going to work. I've got my programmer over here. I've actually pre-programmed that code onto this little AT tiny. I've only got 2 of them. I've got this one and I've got one more. And I've got 20 more in a mail video that I haven't even opened. I'm so unprepared for this that the stuff I need to finish this board is still in my mail. I haven't even opened my mail yet. I've got so much mail. Who's doing WoW? What? Who? CMOS. Who? Oh, Michael's with CMOS. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I've not even opened my mail. I've got so much mail. I'm avoiding doing my next mail video. I'm finding them quite tedious at the moment. They just take a long time. Hi, Ollie. That's my daughter, for those of you that don't know. My son and my daughter, Flynn and Ollie. So, I'm going to put one of these together. I've got a whole bunch. I want to use orange LEDs. I've got a whole bunch of orange LEDs because I'm hoping, just like the yellow LEDs, they won't take a lot of voltage, a lot of current, and I think, doing the whole glowy fire thing going around. No, I don't want to do. Well, I'm going to do 3 packages live. I have no choice because I can't actually get this badge to work without these. For instance, I've got my battery clip is in one of those bags, and my power switch is in one of the bags, and also the connector to attach it to yourself. But I don't need that. Anyway, so I've got some orange LEDs. I've got a switch, and I've got my stencil. Let's just pull back further. How far back can we go? I've got my stencil ready to go. So I figured I'm just going to make one and see what happens. As long as you don't turn on many LEDs at once, it might be okay. I want 24 on at once. 24 is what I want. That is my plan. And if that doesn't work, I'll just then turn 8 on a time and I'll cycle them. That's my fallback. So the reason I've got the button on there, this button here, is I want to be able to switch between different modes. Like be able to change the direction or change it between different speeds and things, so people can actually pick which one they want to have on there. That was the plan of the button. I haven't even got the button hooked up. I've got no code there at all. And the other problem is once I put the AT Tiny on here, I can't reprogram it because I don't have my adapter yet. So I bought I think Chunky Steve, he's not online at the moment, pointed me to an adapter. It's like a squeeze thing that you can fit over an IC, and it comes back to a, what are these called? Whatever these programming headers are. And so you can literally clamp it onto a chip to reprogram the chip. I ordered it 5 weeks ago. It hasn't turned up yet. Okay, you're late to the party, Ev. So I can't PW them all that fast because I don't have 3 PWM pins on the AT Tiny 85. So I'm using software PWM, which isn't anywhere near as good. I can't just pass it a duty cycle. If you're watching them fast enough, they look like they're all on. Yes, there's that too, and that's my fallback. But I don't particularly like. I had an idea for an effect that I wanted to do with it, and I'm disappointed because my tests using this, doing the effect with my software PWM just didn't look good. It didn't give me the effect I wanted, but maybe that's just because it's linear and looks like it's bouncing. Maybe once it's circular, it'll look better. So I've really only got one shot at this, putting this chip on, until I get my new programming clamp. And I have no idea where it is. It says it left China on the 6th of June. Who knows where it is. So, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one of them, and if it doesn't work, well, I'll do a dance. I'll do like a... Anyway, I don't know what I'll do. I need some paste. And I need something to paste it with. And where's my pasting stuff? Where'd I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh. Sion didn't clean. Sion's been doing some pasting yesterday. And Sion didn't clean his stuff. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I'll tell you what else I did yesterday. I recorded it. I spent an hour and a half recording video. And then went to edit it, and it's all out of focus. That was annoying. Okay, I've got myself some mouth freshener. Not really. Yes, I know. Don't breathe it. I'm just going to do this here, clean it off. So I finished my SAMD21 mangler. That's what I was working on yesterday. Building some boards and 3D printing all the parts for them, and I've set up my Tindy store. Woohoo! And done all my screenshots, and the only thing I need to do on my SAMD21 mangler, sorry I'm just rambling while I do this, is one thing I didn't do with my Neo 7 segment was do an actual store video, like a, hey everyone, this is the Neo 7 segment. So I'm doing one for the SAMD mangler, showing how it works, actually using it. Hey Eric, how you doing? Just solder on 6 thin bodge wires. Yeah, I'll wait for my adapter. I'm just going to do one today. I've got some code, it's running, it should just cycle, do something, I don't know, it's either going to work or it won't, and then I'll wait for the adapter to come. Eric, are you talking about the recording video and having it out of focus? Because yeah, I've done that a couple of times. And it was in focus. It was kind of like my third take, but it was I interrupted my first 2 takes. And they were in focus. For some reason, my camera just went out of focus. Very annoying. Let me tell you. Especially to find out afterwards. Yeah, what can I tell you? So yeah, I was doing a, this is how to use the SAMD mangler. And the other thing I did was I put together 2 new Reflow master boards from my Rev 2. And I've already sold one. Shipped it. Gone. How crazy is that? I've got my Tindy store half done, but I haven't even... Have you already shown on your circuit? No need to, just wondering what I missed. I showed, yeah, well, there's not a lot on the circuit. If you're talking about this, David. So it's really not a lot. I've got three pins out on the AT Tiny, and then each one, so you can see kind of see the different colors, maybe. So all the yellow ones are connected, the blue ones and the white ones are chained together. But that's really all it is. Yeah, it happens to me often. I just forget to turn auto back on. Well, mine should be locked. I use the touch on the screen to set the focus, and it should be locked after that. But for some reason, you know, on an SLR or DSLR, when you hold the, excuse me, to take a photo, if you hold it for long enough, it refocuses. For some reason, in video mode, when I hit that button to start recording, sometimes if I hold it too long, it refocuses. I think that's what's happening, and it just focused itself out. There were guides on getting 4. Yeah, I've seen those, 3 and 4. You need to put a different bootloader on them. It was too late for me at that point because I'd already used the wrong pins on here. So my board's already done with the wrong pins. So even if I put a different bootloader on there, it was still wired incorrectly. So these are just revision 1 boards. If they don't work, they don't work. I'll just get some new ones. It's not like I'm shy about ordering PCBs, right? So yeah, so let's do this. Let's just make one of them and see what happens. But what was I waffling about? This one's a little bit tricky because it's circular. It's not square. So I have to get the position and the orientation correct. Kind of a bit funky to do. Nope. Just bear with me a sec. Just need to get it close. That looks pretty good. Except I'm going to have to put the paste on first because that's going to move. What was I saying? Yeah, auto lock. I think that actually locks mine. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Doesn't always happen. It happens like 1 out of every 6 or 7 times, and so I often don't look. And then, of course, looking on the viewfinder on the camera, it's so small. So it was only slightly out of focus. Like, it wasn't completely blurry. It was like it took me 5 minutes of editing before I actually realized it was out of focus compared to my other shots. And I could probably ship it, but I'm a video content creator. Like, I would feel stupid shipping it. Like, I would understand why someone else might ship it, and it looks okay. It looks kind of arty, maybe, but yeah. I'm going to need a bit of paste spread along this. So yeah, as I was saying, I sold my first Reflow Master. Shipped it out yesterday to a guy in Melbourne. He's been on my case for ages. He actually bought a toaster oven because of me. And so he's blaming me for everything. And he's been manually reflowing, and he's been on my back about getting a Reflow Master. So I built 2 boards, and both of them failed. That was interesting. Where did I put that? So I'm just going to ramble while I'm doing this. Both of them failed. One of them failed with a short, and then one of them, and then when I fixed that, so there was a short on the right-hand side of the 3.3 volt line. Ended up being, sometimes you get some little bubbles of the solder when you reflow. It was under the chip again with a short between 3 volt and ground on the SAMD 21. So that took a while to find because I don't have a super fantastic microscope or anything, so trying to find it through a little magnifying glass like this was difficult. And then I finally got that working, and then the software was crashing on both of them. I was actually, believe it or not, running out of memory. Thanks, David. So first sale, it's not even up on Tinder. It's not finished on Tinder yet. Getting there though. So I worked out what the software problem was. I did something silly with some array initialization, and then it was working fine. And so I shipped off one. He 3D printed his own case. So I finished off the case. Probably can't even see it. Yeah, no. I got an orange case. Will this get into the camera? Oh, kind of. You might be able to see in the corner, maybe. Oh, I'm gonna knock. Anyway, I've got an orange case now, my final case. I think I'd put a picture of it on Instagram. Okay, let's just do this. I'm hoping this is going to work. Hoping I can hold it still. I'm using my yellow spongy thing. How did that go? I need something to put underneath. Oh no, no, I don't want to put that. I'll just hold it. Just want to check that out. Let's have a look, shall we? That looks pretty good. Cool. Well, that was too easy. Let me just So I've made a video about putting together my Rev 2 SAMD 21. Did I get paste on me? No, I didn't. Which I'm editing at the moment. It's taking a while. Yeah, these I mentioned in a couple of videos ago that I had some squeegees I bought that's just been sitting in the garage. I finally took them out and I've been using them, and they're pretty good. I'm just gonna. There's no point making 2 of these. I'm not going to waste 2 80 tinies on it. So I'm just going to clean this up, put this back in the tub before I forget. I'm a bit lazy like that, and then I end up sticking my hand in it, which is really messy when you stick your hand in solder paste. I saw I saw a video yesterday. This is type 3, right, about the different types of solder paste, type 3, type 4, type 5. That's quite an interesting thing. My paste is type 3. So the difference is the little side. So basically solder paste is just it's microscopic, little tiny balls of solder inside a kind of a liquid that makes it all liquefied. And so type 3 are bigger balls and type 5 are smaller balls, type 4 somewhere in the middle, which means it's for fine pitch stuff you want to like use type 5, and I didn't even know there were different types, and so all my stuff's type 3, so I might actually get myself some type 5. Anyway, let's close it up. I'll clean that up later. I say that, but I may not. Okay, let's get this in. Let's get closer. Hey, it says I haven't dropped any frames. That's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. Now, the pain in the butt part of this is going to be working out which direction these are and then making sure I put them all on the right way. Saw the same video, real interesting, so stay away from type 3 if you can't. No, type 3 is fine. All my stuff's type 3. I do all my SAMD21 stuff, which is, 48 pin, what is it, TQFN, whatever the package type is, and it works fine. Occasionally I'll get a bridge on 1 or 2 pins like I did yesterday, but generally it works okay. So, yeah, I don't think you stay away from type 3. I think, you work mainly with type 3 and you use type 5 occasionally because the price difference is massive. Like, this tub was $90, $97, so I'm too close now. I'd hate to think what type 5 was of this. It would be probably 200 or more. I've got my LED twee. Okay, so what I've actually done, just to let everyone know, is ground is on the outside. So these are just all in parallel. So I need to work out just in the tape which direction. Let's pull back out again for a bit. I need to work out which direction the LEDs are in the tape and try to keep them in the tape. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to stick. This is going to be a mess. I'm just letting everyone know now. With all the expensive stuff I buy all the time. What are you implying? That's... I don't deliberately buy expensive stuff. Like, I really don't. Like, I try not to be completely frivolous with my money. But, don't assume they all have the same direction. Really? Okay, I just assumed they'd all have the same direction on the tape. Thanks, Rob. Ruined my day. Thank you. I was hoping something would go right for me today, like them all being the right way in the tape. It's very, I need to see if I can get some more light on the table for you guys, but that's completely blown out. Hang on, let me... Sorry about my armpit, everyone. Is that better? A bit more light? Probably not better for me because now I've got reflecting off this plastic. Okay, let's just get one out and have a look. It's just if I have to test every single one, I'm going to. But I'm just saying it's just going to take a long time to. So I tried the cellophane trick. Did I just stick my thumb in the paste? I tried the cellophane trick and guess what? It didn't work. So now I just do the scrape trick. That's going to fall off the edge, I reckon. I just need to lay that down. It's going to... Okay, but do you think I can get it off? No? God, what's with this tape? How much glue do they use? Wow. I should be marking on the other. Is it a spot with except I don't have a microscope. So yes, is it a spot if I had a microscope? I really want one of those really, like a proper microscope. Not the... I'm just going to move this out the way before I stick my finger in the paste. Not one of the, cheap ones. that you see that, you know, they do HDMI out, whatever, but with the little tiny screens. I'm talking about like a proper one with, you know, eyes that you, like the medical grade ones. I'm not sure if anyone can see this. I literally cannot pull this. Oh, there we go. Except I lost an LED. Is it stuck to it? I lost an LED. I don't know how. I need 28. Can anyone see where the LED's gone? Did it go flying off? There's one there. Oh well. Lucky they're cheap. Okay, what was that? Hi, Cheetah Kid. If you're not sure, get your test meter and check them. SMD cover stuff is the worst. I'm always skipping the video. That SM. Oh, yeah. Well, I can't skip it in the video here. It's really messes with my head sometimes. Cheetah Kid, I've got some LED tweezers, which I use to check my direction of them. Okay, positive is towards me. I've never even seen what these look like. Okay, why is that not lighting up? Oh, there we go. Wow, that's bright. Whoa, that looks awesome. So can you imagine like 24 of those on the badge? Okay, so I'm actually oh, that's the worst. Okay. I'm gonna start placing. Probably shouldn't use these tweezers because I'm gonna get solder paste on them. Positive is, yes, positive is next to me. Good. This is going to take a while, folks. Nope, I'm mistaken. What are you mistaken about? On the bench, 6 squares down and 2 across. 6 squares, no. Can't see any. It doesn't matter. They're not that expansive. Well, so far they're all the same way in the tape, Rob. I mean, I'd rather test them. That's fine. Oh, they keep knocking them as well. Okay, that one I flipped on the way out, so I know that one is the wrong way around. I think. There are little markings on this I can kind of see, but I'm just too far away from them to tell. Okay, why are you not turning on? Okay, it is definitely that way, but I don't think all the small parts are snipped into my... Really? What's Wolf going to about? Strange parts. The iPhone. Oh yeah, had a video a little time ago where he recommend trinocular microscope. Yeah, that's what something like that is what I want. For under 300 USD. Wow, still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money. So I don't have to, I'm the type of guy that, like, I don't have to have the best of everything. Some things I'll buy, like if it's something I'm going to have for a long time, I'll buy the best that I can afford. Always. If it's something I'm not planning on replacing for a long time. But otherwise, like I'm not the type of, I don't have to have the flashiest stuff. But I need it to be functional. Like, if I buy something and have to suffer using it, then I've wasted my time and my money, I think. And the only time I generally will buy something that's inferior is when I just don't know any better at the time. And then when I can, I try to replace it. Like that desktop power supply, bench power supply. I'm just going to, I'm sorry if I'm missing chat right now, but I appreciate that I can't speed this up and you guys can't watch this in fast forward. So I want to get this done as quick as I can. As you can see, grabbing these LEDs with the tweezers isn't always accurate. So sometimes you think you've got them the wrong way, and you don't. Okay. I'm getting there. Oh! Everyone see that? Oh, maybe that are the LEDs underneath. Wow, I just flicked the thing, and they all went upside down and flipped out. That's okay. You probably can't tell on the camera, that is super bright. Every time I hit one of these LEDs and they turn on, they're really in my eye. It's incredible. So this is obviously the same 2032 battery that I'm going to use on my badge. So you can see how bright one LED is going to be. So I assume 8 of them are just going to be an eighth. Unless it can just pull more current. Okay, I can't seem to find the right direction on this one. Oh, there it is. Ah, I'm doing really bad today. How 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, look at that. I got a perfect number. I pulled back. Yeah, they're pretty straightforward to make, Peter. I'm glad I bought a pair though. These, yeah, it's about getting the tips right on them. These are pretty hit and miss, as you can see. I'm missing all the chat. If there's something important, can you please just ping my name? Who said it's therapeutic? Really, Rob? Okay. I would have thought snooze fest. More like it. I was going to do this on video rather than on a stream because I thought it'd be, people could fast forward this bit. But now that Dave's pushing ahead with his badge and so is Brian, I really wanted to get a move on. Okay. Gotta be so careful. These LEDs are really close to the edge of the board. I really don't want to knock one. I probably should have put these on last because I reckon I'm going to knock one when I stick my AT Tiny on. And other parts. Oh, that's not very straight. Okay. I can kind of tell from the markings now which direction they are. I'm quite far away from them. So I don't know if you can see with my hands. I'm about that far away from my eyes. So not ideal placement position for me. But there's a little black dot on them. I'm not sure if you can see. Probably not. No. Definitely not with compression. So I can kind of work out which way. Which is good. I'm getting better at it. Yeah, I never thought about the whole how long it's going to take to put these together thing. Not so smart. Sometimes my desire to do a crazy project outweighs common sense. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's right, because I lost one somewhere. Get out. Ah, flipped it. Almost there. Thanks for sticking around for it. Some of you stuck around twice for it. How many people are watching right now? What's Dave Darko talking about? Wow, 52 concurrent. What happened there? That's pretty high for my stream, I think. Oh, damn it, my coffee. It's still warm. Next project, pick and place machine. So we're talking about extravagant purchases, right? I am so close to buying a light placer. I cannot begin to tell you. So light placer is an open source, open P&P pick and place machine. Well, it's actually got its own software, which is open source as well, but it can also work with open P&P. It's €1,800 plus shipping. So that's about $5,000 Australian. Unexpected viewers. Oh, here we go. Michael, you got in before Andy did. Well done. Okay, I think they're all on, and I think they're all the right way. So, let's move on. Need to grab my AT Tiny. What are we talking about? It's kind of probably 3D printer level. What are we talking about? Just about see the dot. Yeah, it's pretty faint. There's a little black dot on each one that's at the negative end. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my AT Tiny from this adapter. I could always hot air it off, right? And then reprogram it and put it back on again. Got to make sure you put it the right way. I'm just going to put this back into view properly. My AT Tiny. Should get a bit closer now. Let's go a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. So my AT Tiny goes... Oh, this is really painful board to work with. Very painful. Well, goes about there. It's in the pick and place machine that Proto G channel is building. Who's Proto G? I've not heard. Oh, is that the one that did the solder paste video I just saw? I'm salivating over P&P machines because I have a project that I have started designing that has 175 neopixels on it. And right now I'm using 50/50s, but I'd like to use 35/35s maybe. 175. Don't ask me how I'm going to drive it because I don't know. No, I do know. Anyway, so a little switch. Should be able to push that. Now, interestingly, I don't want to put resistors on there anymore. Because if I stick resistors on there, they're just going to drop how much voltage is going to get to the LEDs, and I don't really want to do that. But what I might do... Oh, by the way... Whoops. Oh, you can see? No. Fixed it. 0603. If anyone saw my random bytes from June, when I was putting these together, I just grabbed my 0805 message that was already in my label printer and then just replaced the 6 and forgot to replace the 5. So it said 0605. Yeah. So yeah, I was going to do 0 ohm. I actually don't have 0 ohm, but I've got 1. I've got 1Rs. I don't have 0. So I have to use a 1R on it. Which is better than nothing, I guess. Where am I going to put this? 5x5x3 LED matrix. What's a 5x5x3? Oh, 5x5x3. What's 5x5x3? No, that's wrong. You're talking about a cube? No, it's not a cube. It's not a cube. Sorry, guess what I'm doing? Trying to pull tape off again. Okay, so these are 0603s. Not quite ready to do 0402. Maybe, one day. Not yet. Get back in. We shall come an interest in electronics coding and wondering what day job gets in the way of everyone's making. Can probably guess mine. Yes, 175 LEDs. Yeah, I was going to bridge with a blobber solder. But, Eric, but I thought I'll stick these on. They're 1Rs, and I could always hot air them off or just yank them off. God, they're tiny. Oh, stood up. Cool. Can't even see them. All you can see is the paste. Okay, I need to put some caps on. Cappies. The caps are 0805. I need a 0.1 and a 10. Here's my 0.1. Put that on first. Just for power filtering. And a 10. Multiple digits, near 7. Display. No, it's not. You'll all get to see it at some point. At some point you'll get to see it if I make it, because the whole thought of hand assembling 2 lots of 175 Neo pixels is just doing my head in. So, but it requires that many. Nothing I can do about it. That's what the design is. So I either do it by hand or I get myself a pick and place. Don't forget the one above the switch. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rob. Yes, I need a 10K. I need a 10K 0603. Thank you very much. How close was that? Would have left it floating. Don't want to leave a switch floating. Wouldn't want your hand in the way. Whose hand's in the way? God, they're tiny, these little resistors. Oh, dropped it. Uh-oh. Okay, try that again. Isn't it about time in the stream someone to say I need to get some ceramic tweezers? Or has that already been said and did I miss it? Did you place and rotate the... No way. Dave, Darko. There's an array script with Eagle, but you can do rectangle and circular arrays, but it didn't work properly, and so I had to... I hacked it, basically, to get it to work. So that's how I did all the LEDs. Didn't mean to keep all the LED silks on there, though. That's kind of busy looking. Okay, so that's everything except for my switch. My switch is in this bag, so let's do some mail opening, shall we? Let's move it out the way. Need a knife. Hello, Mr. Knife. Here we go. So we're going to open some mail today. Yay! In Eagle. Yes. Yeah, I did it in Eagle. Yeah, I had to hack there. They've got a component array ULP, but it wasn't working. I posted on Twitter about it. You know, they gave me the usual go onto the forums and ask. And I looked through the forums and there was no one having that exact problem I was having. So I ended up just learning more about it than I wanted to. And then I rewrote it. So, these are, I have no idea how many I bought. But these are surface mount. I should actually get rid of these LEDs. I might do that now, before I forget. Come on. Let's move them over here for now. Okay. So these are surface mount sideways toggle switches. They're tiny. I need the one. I'll get close. Here we go. We'll have a look at them. Get some surround. Thanks, Chris. Okay, so that's it there. That's upside down. That's the switch. So I'll just grab a board that doesn't have paste on it. So you can see that they go here. And they've got your 3 pins for the switch and 4 extra pads just for stability, plus you might be able to see there's 2 holes. Let me just pick them up with the tweezers. There's 2 holes in the board, and at the back there's 2 little noggins in plastic. Oh, you can't see that. There's 2 little noggins. Yeah, you can't see. Too blurry. That kind of sit in place there to hold it in, to give it a bit of stability. So this is purely just to be able to turn it on and off. And I wonder if I've left enough room to actually toggle it with my finger. The LEDs might be in the way. That'll be interesting. Let's find out, shall we? Let's put it on. Okay, so there's the switch. Hopefully there's enough room to get your finger in there to turn it on and off and not rip off one of the LEDs. So what else needs to go on there? That's it. The only extra stuff is on the back of the board, and that's the battery connector, which I'll do by hand. That should be it. Shall we roast it? Let's roast it. Let me just make some room because I dumped all my stuff here. Get that out the way. It's a coffee break. Looks very uncomfortable. Well, yeah. It should have been the other way around. You live and learn. Once again, you know, I'd never made a board before. I'd never really thought about the intricacies of how everything would fit and work. You know, it's all a learning process. So, yeah, I'll be surprised if this actually does anything at all. Wow. It's not warm in the oven. 13 degrees. Okay, I'm going to start warming it up. You know, stick it in. Dinner time, boys and girls. Enjoy your dinner, neffers. I actually don't know how I'm going to pull that out again. Because there's no place to stick pliers on it. I might have to wait till it gets really cool and then pull it out with my fingers. Okay, there's not a lot to show you while that's happening. But what I might do so there's my reflow master, my revision 2. So right now I'm just bridging the back. That's the on-off switch, just so I can have it powered. When do we get an oven cam? Yeah, you know, I should. I've got my other webcam. You know, the problem is I can't put enough cameras on this computer. I'm out of USB ports at the moment, which is really annoying. Okay, reflow started. It's going. Woohoo! What was I saying? Can't remember. That was my train of thought. Yeah, I'd love a... Well, there's really not a lot to see while it's reflowing because it's got a tinted front glass, so you can't really see anything. So this is it. This is my revision 2 board. And I need to clean the back. Got a bit of flux on the back. I've only put one of the screw terminals in right now. But yeah, it's working great. Very happy with the redesign. So of course the SAMD21s that are on these boards now are being... let me get my... have bootloaders going on with my SAMD21 mangler. So that is the finished mangler. So it's got 3D printed holder. And just to hold it in place and to protect it and to carry it around. USB cool, unexpected C on bodge. Thanks. And so yeah, I put the bootloader on for the 2 of these reflow masters that I made with my SAMD21 mangler, which is pretty cool. It's, you know, it's, to be honest with you, it's a little fiddly, in the sense that you need to hold it down tight. You need to put a bit of pressure on it, and you might have to wiggle it. You might go to program it, and then it comes up saying it can't find it. Then you just twist your finger a bit and do it again, and it works. So I mean, it's not perfect, but I'm going to sell these for. Oh, that made a funny noise. I'm going to sell these for like $16 US on Tindy, and I think $15.90. I think I've got them priced at, and I bought. I'm not opening it now. I know what's in here though. So in here is one of the 48 pin adapters. So like one of these, but that can fit the SAMD21, which I'm going to have a bit of a play with. But I bought one of those. That cost me $30, $29 Australian. And then I still have to build all the circuitry around it, something to sit in, and then somehow connect USB to it, and then connect the Atmel ice header and crystals and everything else. So I worked out it's going to cost about, $35 to $38 to put together another solution that has the ability to pop one in here. So that'll give me reliable contacts, but it's also going to be 3 times the price. So, and it won't look anywhere near as nice and as small as this. So I'm super happy about this. It's come up really well. And you can almost see the details on the back. And I just got a bit of flux on the bottom. Didn't clean off. That's okay. This one's my one. But I've got a bunch of these ready to go in the store. I'm one of them. You're one of who? What did I miss? Unexpected jokes. I'm not doing any unexpected jokes because you could say there's unexpected lack of unexpected jokes. Very funny. Oh, beep. There goes the fan. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. So this, I've got a video coming of me putting it together. This one, no. I had to rush these 2 together. Did Aussie International Postage rates go up on 1st of July? I don't know, but postage is absolutely ridiculous. To send these out is so horrifically expensive. Okay, almost done. Just gonna get my, just gonna pull out a bit. Okay, open the oven door. Oh, that smell. Woo, wonderful. Don't breathe, folks. Yeah, someone mentioned that before. I'll set up a webcam. No, I can't. I keep saying that. I'm out of USB ports on this computer. I literally cannot plug anything else into it. I wish someone would understand what I write while I'm reading it. Wait. Right. Well, it's because I'm missing conversation going backwards. Are you talking about you're one of the smaller channels? Is that what... I think that's what it's in reference to. I think. I'm going to stick my hand in the oven. It's still hot, okay, folks? But I don't know how else to grab it. Oh, listen, I don't want to do it. I might wait. I'm going to wait. That's hot. I'm going to... yeah, cost of living down under sucks. So it's $24 Australian to send my Reflow Master to the UK. $24 Australian plus Tindy, you're going to have their cost. I found another way of sending it through a company called Sendle, which it works out to about $18. But still, wow, that is just so much money. Even shipping it around Australia is $8 to ship it. Okay, here we go. Ow, ow. Ah. There we go. Let's zoom in a bit. How'd that reflow go? We're going to focus. Doesn't the shelf slide out? It does. Now, it wasn't about touching. It wasn't about putting my hand in the oven. It was about touching the shelf on the way out, Andy. It was the shelf that had me worried because it was really close to the edges that this was sitting on. So that seems to have reflowed. Looks pretty good. Let's turn my iron on. Stick my head in the camera. I have some batteries, new batteries. Haven't opened. Hope they'll be okay. Whoa. Ow! Sorry, that was right next to the microphone. I just screamed that. Ow! But just poked myself in the. I poked my thumb. Okay, is that cooling down? Yep, that's pretty good. Okay, no more heatsink needed. Yay! Now, the next package I need to open, I believe, is this one. Because this one should have my connectors in it. My battery connectors, I hope. And if not, I have another package that has some other battery connectors in it. So, 2 lots of mail. Please. Oh, yes. Perfect. I got the expensive ones. Apparently you can get cheaper plastic adapter connectors, and it was already too late by that point. I'd already sent my boards off and they already had that design on there. So, does that look right? I hope that's right. I don't know if they're the right connectors. I hope they're the right connectors. Let's just try on this one. Oh yeah, that looks right. Cool. Okay, so all I need to do, so is that? Okay, is that switch is switchable? It's switchable, but it's not ideal. Okay, well, you live and learn. You live and learn. The position of the switch is not great. Anyone want to say, I told you so? Go right ahead. How long have we been going for? It's 8:20, but we had a bit of a misstep at the start, didn't we? So, I didn't even turn it on. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting close. What are the 3 pads for above the battery? The 3 pads are for this. Let me just move this out of the way. There's another package. This was Dave Darko's recommendation, because for those of you that don't know, he's got a Tindy store that he does badges. So he recommended these as pins. Also, I want to see if I can find the round ones that have got the little things that you connect. Anyway, so he recommended these as pins for the badges, and then what you do is you leave some solder mask exposed. Oh, that's quite wide. Anyway, and then you can solder them on like that to attach them. That was his recommendation. So that's what I'm going to try for the pin. Did I get it the right way around? Oh, I did. Amazing. So that's what those 3 pads are for. And I wasn't sure how many pads I needed. Like, I got the rough measurements for the pin, but, you know, taking measurements off AliExpress and actually getting what you ordered are 2 different things. So, I was quite surprised. Okay, just before I start doing that, 891 subscribers. Oh well, yeah. As I said, I only get a couple during my stream. Hoping to crack the 900. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to need a lot of heat on this. Just gonna give it a clean. Don't breathe. Okay. Start with the one. Actually, I might do both. Probably gonna regret it. And yep, okay. Probably gonna regret it. Here we go. Might use my tweezers to hold it though, so I don't burn my fingers. Be novel not to burn my fingers. Show them on camera. Might have to just burn my fingers. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold this still. Right, helps if I put it on the right way. Did no one pick that up? No? Almost put it on backwards. Doesn't matter. It's not going to affect it. Okay, I'm going to have to use my fingers, I think. Oh, you know what I can use? My JLC PCB pen. Oh, not that one. My JLC PCB pen with... Wow. Good pens. With a little knobby thing at the end. Yay. Oh, will the battery make proper contact in the middle, or is it low due to the solder mask? That's a good point. I don't know, actually. Dave Darko, you've used these before. Should I put a bit of solder on that pad? Yes, badge PC version coming soon. Why? What's wrong with my badge? Come on. Dave Darko, should I put some solder on that pad just to give it a bit of height before I solder this on? I'm just going to wait to hear from the master badge maker. Dave Darko, badge maker extraordinaire. Just take your time though, Dave. Just whenever you're ready. I'll just wait. Have my coffee, cold coffee. The pad should be fine without paste. Okay, you heard it there, folks. You heard it first. I need to... Okay, this keeps spinning. I'm going to hold it still with a bit of bluey. Okay. I should have just done one side first. Oh well. Live and learn. Oh, it keeps sliding off now. Okay. It's one. Sorry if this is off camera a bit. Gotta get it while it's going. Okay. Now let's fix it up, shall we? Keep thinking I should get myself a solder dispenser, but I don't know. Oh. Ow. Did everyone see that? That was a bit silly. Touch something hot. It's not quite on perfectly, but you know. Shouldn't leave that uncommented. It's for work, sealing up the case that is supposed to be water resistant. Also, Vaseline all over my hand. I just read that back. That was funny, Dave. That was very funny. Okay, so it's not perfectly aligned, but for my first one, I think it might be okay. Okay, shall we do this? Shall we try it? Is everyone still awake? Oh. Okay, how do I get the battery open? It's one of those ones that's a double. Oh, come on. Is there a trick to opening these batteries? It must be a trick. Glad you certified that. Clarified that? Clarified, I can't even read. Okay, it's time of truth. I'm just going to pull it out just a fraction. Time of truth, everyone. I'm just doing one just now. Have a look, sorry. Going off topic. Oh, go off topic as much as you want. Coffee break first, the lols. Okay, here we go. I'm sticking a battery in. I'm pretty sure it's switched off right now. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Nothing. Yes! Yes! The perfect stream. Nothing. Yep. We have a winner. Oh, nothing ever works. Ever. Nothing works first time on this stream. Hey, Max Int R&D. Nothing ever works first time on one of Sion's streams. Like, really? What the heck? So unexpected. You guys come here for a laugh though, right? Yeah? Let's actually make sure that the batteries aren't flat. Where's ground? Okay. I need ground. Is there ground on the back? I don't know. I don't think I've got a ground anywhere exposed. Oh, yes I do. I think that's ground. I think it's ground. We'll find out. Yep, 3... Oh, you guys can't even see that. Let me just zoom out. Button is probably a reset. Which button? Maybe you should have soldered 3 pads also. Hey, AGM. Soldered 3 pads. You mean the middle one? Yeah, maybe. But, well, I don't know, because, no, it's working, because if I do ground here, and if I do there, we're getting 3.2 volts. So I don't think it's a battery contact, because ground is working. So let's now turn it over. Let's, okay, so I don't even remember which way the off switch is. So let's, maybe it's the off switch, on off switch. So which one's power? Not that one. Okay, so we've got power. That's power. So it should be, so this should be on, which is what I thought. And get a bit closer. The button on the front. The button on the front is reset. I shouldn't have to hit the reset button. Now that way. You guys are so clever with your wording. So unexpected. If it were first time, I'd unsub. Oh, that is rough. Come on. Brother Tiny. Hello, Brother Tiny. I've not seen you on the chat before. Okay, so that should be power. So that's ground. So power should be, I'm pretty sure power is this top pin here. Okay, so we've got power to the AT Tiny. That's good. It could just be that the code's not running, or there's no code running. It's quite possible. So we've got no power to the LEDs, obviously. No. Do we have power to the resistors? Nothing coming out of the resistors. Well, nothing much coming out of the resistors. So that's interesting. Okay. Where's another ground? I want to check that I've got power going to reset. So don't know if I can click this at the same time. Come on, click the button. Well, PWM isn't much. Did you see the fuse? Did you see the fuse? Yeah, the chip's programmed. Programmed it actually yesterday. HDD right way round. I think so. You can see the pin. So the dot there, which is there. So the chip's right around. The chip's programmed. It's fine. I did that yesterday on this, and I had it working, and it was only flashing one of them, but it was flashing the. Let's pull out. It was working on this, and it was flashing this LED. That's the first one in the chain. It was working fine. So what else could it be? Yeah, the LED is the right way round. Ground is on the outside of them all. Check the battery voltage. It's 3 volts, 3.2 volts. And these LEDs, oh, see, there you go, look at that, hang on. Oh, you can't probably see that. Let me just zoom in. Check this out. Okay, that's all of those ones on. Let's get some darkness in here so you can see that better. Super bright here. So they're all lining up. They're actually brighter than I thought they'd be. This is just coming off the 3 volts. They're all connected. And they're all connected. So that's working. Reset ground and VCC, please. It's the reset pin. It might be the reset pin. So what do you want me to check? Dave, you want me to check? Let's go back out again. Okay, so we've got the reset pin is pin 1, isn't it? So we go ground. 0.5 volts on the reset pin. Is the reset pin supposed to be pulled low or high? Because maybe that's too high. Now that's interesting. Why am I've got 3.1 volts on that side of the cap. It's ground. Right, that's fine. Yeah, I've got 3.1 volts going to the chip. Too low. No, reset is 1. Is low. Sure, it's a 10K. Wait. All the text is going. Have you? Active low, so it needs to be high. I need to pull up the pin high, do I? Now that's interesting. I'm not pulling it high, I'm pulling it low. On the reset. Are you sure? Where's my other one? I don't have... My reset is low. So on this one, my reset's low. So, Bodge wire time. Since the light everyone is having diminishing views. What are we looking at? Yeah. YouTube is not a good platform for creators these days. Okay, let me just turn this off. So we do some bodge wire. What is the clock speed? It's currently set at 8 megahertz. This one I left it at 8 because I wanted to see how fast it chewed through the battery. Yes, reset should be only low when reset button is pushed. Yeah, I thought reset was low normally as well. That's what it is on my other board. I can try it. I can pull it. I can take off the resistor. Let me take off the resistor. Because, you know, yay, bodge time. I'm just going to put my light back on before I burn myself. Let's move my meter out the way. So let's take off this resistor. Hopefully I can take it off with my iron and not have to pull out the hot air. So I'm going to have to pull it off, and then I'm going to bodge wire to... God, I don't think I can get it. Okay. Got it off. I should probably check to see that I haven't damaged the trace. 1 second. I just need my little magnifying glass just to check it out. Okay, so everyone says I should stick this to high. I'm happy to do it, happy to try it. You only live once. Not being pulled down. A low level on this pin for longer than minimum pulse length will generate a... Okay, well then, I wonder if I don't know what I've done. That's really bizarre. I had to burn my fingers, folks, but that's okay. Yeah. Okay, that's one end. Where am I going to bend this to? To the switch or to the IC? So hang on. Wait, hang on. What have I... Right, okay. Yep. Hi, Ollie. You guys still okay? Have you had breakfast yet? Okay, I'm gonna just connect this to the power line. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. Good one. Just gonna connect this to power and try not to burn my fingers. Not too much anyway. Bit awkward. Ow. Ow. Okay. So that is taking the button to the power line. Now let's turn it on. Oh! You guys are legends. And look at that. It almost works. It almost works. That looks terrible on camera. Can I just tell you, in real life, that looks like it's kind of like it's spinning. I don't think the camera can keep up. It can't keep up. Ah, not this embossed into my mind. It is high. Yeah, I don't understand. I've never pulled reset high. on any AT Tiny projects I've worked on. None. Let's see if reset works now. It does. Okay, I guess we're doing a version 2 of the boards. It's okay, I get to fix some things like put the switch the other way around and other things. Yay, chat. You guys are legends. That actually, can I tell you, that is super bright. That is exactly what I was wanting. And it looks like it's spinning. I mean, I got to change the timing of it. Less sensitive, explicit, look away now. Light sensitives. No, it's not that bright. You're not going to get epilepsy from that, are you? I hope not. Wow. And it is spinning the right way, by the way. Oh, it's upside down. It's spinning the correct way. Or it looks like it's spinning the correct way. How cool is that? Doesn't remember that there's a dash above. If I had a data sheet in front of me, Maxent, then I would probably know that, but I don't. And how crazy is that? So, it works. I'm shocked. And they're bright. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely totally shocked. Bring in front of the webcam. And it looks maybe a bit better. I mean, how bright is that? That is nuts. That is... I'd fit that switch 90 degrees. I can't put it 90 degrees because then it's going to sit over my silk. And I don't want to do that. If bright, then increased resistance for longer battery life. Yeah, I can... yeah. When I say bright, it's not too bright. Like, I want it visible. That's as bright as I was hoping it would be. Yeah. I don't know how long the battery will last. I'm quite keen to find out. That's why there's an on-off switch. So what I meant to say earlier, I was really hoping that a lot of the issues I was having with the brightness here and consistency was just the fact that I had so many wires. There was just so much resistance in the wires and using a breadboard and stuff. I was hoping that on a circuit it would work out a lot better, and it has. And I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. But now that I need to make a revision 2 board, because let's face it, I need to make one, I'm going to do some interesting silk stuff, I think, on it now. Because I felt really bad I didn't do that when Dave started doing it. And I thought, oh! Yes, congratulations, everyone. Once again, see on stream, it's a community effort to get things done. As always. But that's why I love doing stuff with you guys. And girls. Guys and girls, I should say. Although I don't think I've got many female subs, but that's a shame. I wish I did. Wish I had more. Measure that. I think I must have knocked a wire. Yeah. I'll look at that later. It actually might be floating right now. Looks like some of the LEDs are not blinking as much as the others. They are and they're not. So it's doing a fancy PWM thing. It's supposed to look like it's moving with a trail behind it, which is why it looks that way. Yay for my best daddy ever. Thanks, Ollie. It's, sometimes you think that and sometimes you don't. But childhood. What can I tell you? What? There's no need to redo that. Just a little bodge wire. Call it the bodge bodge. No, you're the bodge bodge. You do the bodge bodge, David. I don't do the bodge bodge. I spend way too much money redoing boards. Oh, thanks, Rob. That's actually really cool. I'm quite happy with how that turned out. I'm definitely going to do some crazy silk stuff though. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to turn the switch the other way around. I'm not going to do it horizontal because it's going to eat into my little fancy silk. Oh, whoops. It was the wire. But I'm definitely going to turn it 180 degrees so it's easier to switch, I think. I like that it's vertical there. I might have to rearrange the back here. But yeah, I'm quite shocked. I'm quite shocked. Bodge badge. I'm not doing bodge badge. You can do bodge badge. You're doing crap badge. That's fine. But you do bodge and crap. They're both yours. For the revision, don't use a direct wire. Use a resistor. 10k is okay. Yeah, I'll use a resistor. I'll do a pull-up. Yeah. I'll swap them around. I'll just, I mean, there's already a... Yeah, instead of taking that resistor to ground, I'll just take it to the 3 volts. Easy fix, now that I know. Exostel. Hello. How are you? Really enjoy your streams. Good job. Thank you. I really enjoy doing streams. I do streams every day of the week, if I could. And I've got so many banked up videos right now. I've got enough videos to release every day of the week. But I feel like I'm just overloading everyone. So I'm trying to... Oh, please try to fix the other ones. Fix the other whats? What am I fixing? Fix these, what? Rather than abandon them? No, I'm going to abandon them. Why would I fix them? Why would I fix these when I can... You do you, Sion. Fine. Thank you. Thank you, David. Why would I fix these when I can abandon them and spend more money on new ones? Come on. That doesn't make any sense. Dave Darko? Yeah, they look great. I'm really happy with that. Need a hole in the middle for fidget spinner saw blade. They're seriously sharp. Like... I could absolutely cut my finger open right now. I could slice my finger open with this. I'm surprised that they managed to get the milling process so good. They did a really great job, I gotta say. JLC PCB did a great job. The only problem with these boards is they are slightly over, and I can't fit 4 in 100mm. Let's pull the camera back a bit. I can't fit 4. And even if I could, I don't know how they would work with the V-score and the penalizing. I reckon I'd get some funky looking boards in the end. So that's the only problem, is that they're expensive to make, because if I want 10, I have to get 10. If I want 20, I've got to order 20. Just sell a bumper pack of bodge boards on Tindy. No, I might just give them away. Maybe I'll just give these away as freebies. It's been the kids' inheritance. My kids will be getting no inheritance from me, let me tell you. I got nothing from my folks. They're going to get... Oh, hello, Superhouse TV. Also put 100 nanofarad cap from reset to ground so it stays low during power up, then goes high. Ah, interesting. Oh, look at all these smart AT Tiny people. By the way, Superhouse TV is Jonathan Oxer, folks. For those of you that haven't subscribed to his channel, go check a look at his channel. He owns Freetronics, which is an electronics company here in Australia. They make all sorts of Arduino-style hardware, and he's also got Superhouse TV, where he does home automation stuff. Really cool stuff. Yes, Orly, I am dead. Mate, I will pay for shipping on one of those bad boys. Okay, my daughter should not have chat available to her right now. Dave, I'll send you one. You have to provide your own LEDs and AT Tiny. I'll just send you a board. Never heard of an unstable coin cell though. Everything is unstable in my office. Nice stream the other day, oh, Superhouse TV. What? Now I'm interchanging that. Yeah, so every 2 weeks, John, Superhouse TV, is doing a stream on a Sunday where he's going through all of his Eagle projects. It's really cool. So it took him about 7 hours of streaming so far, and he's only got to B. As in alphabetically, from A to Z. He's just got to B, or he's done a few on B. Maybe you're up to C now, I can't remember. It's really, really good. And David was on the stream the other day. Thanks, John. It looks okay. Not so much the bodge wire. But that's okay. Or maybe, you know what? It gives you a little hook. It's a hook to hang it. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Look, I actually expected the first revision to go bung. I always do. But This is something you can't prototype easily. I mean, I started prototyping it, but I can't prototype 24 LEDs. I can't prototype this exact setup with, you know, low resistance to the traces, and, you know, it's very hard to prototype soldering bodge wires onto these little 0805 LEDs. Okay, Orly, I'll have a look at it later. Thanks, Chook. So yeah, I was expecting to have to redo them. That's fine. All good. Wow. So, it's been a good week. Got a working badge, although I need to fix a bodge. We've got Reflow Masters in production. SAMD21 Manglers done, ready to go. I think I've got 7 of them to list on the store. I have no idea who's going to want them, because not everyone works with SAMD21s, but if you do, very cool. Lots of mail to open, lots of goodies coming, lots of other projects on the way. I would have thought the battery would have died already by now. I'm surprised it hasn't. Can I PayPal you some money to send me a V1 board without components? Why does people want my V1 boards? They're bodged. We'll work something out, everyone. How many boards did you make? Hey Daniel, I've only got 10 of these, because that's pretty much the minimum order, the JLC PCB. I could have got 5, it was the same price. I've got I'll work something out, folks. I'm happy to send people boards, actually. So yeah, shipping's about $5 for everywhere in the world, I think, approximately. Hello, Matt. Who has this channel going through their Eagle projects? I'm not a know as well. Jonathan Oxer, Superhouse TV. So go check out. Oh, hang on. Let me get everyone a link. Dun, dun, dun. I'll post a link. John has been doing electronics in Eagle for a long time. He's great. Got awesome videos. He built his own pick and place machine. Yeah, anyway, just stacks of really cool stuff. So that's his link. Everyone go sub and check out his stream going through his projects. He's done some pretty amazing stuff. And also check out Freetronics. Freetronics.com.au, I think it is. Is it .com.au? So is the 13A pin compatible? Much more was the routing for the shape instead of nothing. Same price. The routing doesn't cost anything. Whatever you do on your routing, they'll cut it out, all for the same price. Pretty cool. That's why I like JLC PCB. There's no hidden costs. They do a fantastic job. I mean, look at the routing, look how accurate it is. I mean, there's 10 boards, and every single one is identical. I can't say I've had the same experience with some other manufacturers. Yeah, really good. And as you can see, I do different, you know, fancy routing for all of my boards. I like putting curves on all of them and stuff. Yeah, as long as they're penalizable, they normally don't care. Although, some of them do. I mean, you know, there's a lot more chance of ruining milling bits doing something like this than just doing a straight cut. But yeah, it's spot on. Really, really good. Very happy with them. I know I keep preaching them, and there's plenty of other alternatives out there. You don't have to use them, but I've just their support is great. Their speed is great. For me, anyway, their DHL fees are less. I do DHL all the time because I'm impatient, and they're about $5 cheaper US on their DHL fees as well. Nothing cutouts provided can be done with a 2mm milling bit. Yeah, it's free for most houses. But the reliability I've seen hasn't been great on some of the other houses. PCB way are good. They did some great milling. But I was actually quite surprised when this came back and it was so good. I mean, you can just see, look how sharp the edges are. I mean, it's really top notch. Well, so there you go. That's been 2 hours of fun. I'm not sure what else there is to go over. I'm happy to keep chatting. Has anyone got any questions? Yeah, PCB... Whoops, what happened then? PCB board creation has just become ridiculously cheap. It's, unfortunately shipping isn't. If shipping was cheaper, then I'd be sending out boards to be made every day. But, and I wouldn't care about having to redo boards. I mean, to pay, you know, $2 US to get these boards remade, that's all it is for 10. There's nothing. It's the shipping. The good news is I won't need a new stencil. Oh, unless I rotate that. If I rotate the switch, I'll have to get a new stencil. Stencils are only $9. They add a little bit of the cost of the shipping though, because of their size. So, yeah, I'll have to think about that. But if it wasn't for the DHL fees, then I'd be... Well, that's why I did 5 last time at the same time, because it obviously worked out a lot cheaper. Current consumption, I know what I always ask, sorry. How would I even check out current consumption now? There's no place I can inject this. How do I guess... Yeah, how would I... Okay, anyone got any recommendations on how I check current consumption? Because I need to stick it in between, in series somewhere, don't I? How would I do that? Put the switch on the back? I thought about putting the switch on the back. And I could definitely, but then I have to, I didn't want to, I have to hand solder it on. The idea was to not have any requirement to do any reflow or solder paste on the back. But I could definitely do it. Oh, we're over, it's happy birthday time. Happy birthday, Colin. 40 years old, 40 years young. Come on, David, where do I stick my probes? If you're on current consumption. I don't know where I didn't inject it. I need to start exposing pins. Any ideas? Yeah, the Stranger Parts video was great. I always knew that JLC PCB were a large-scale manufacturer who have only just started doing prototyping services, but I didn't realise what large meant until I saw that video. Not only are they huge... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I could use my power supply. Okay, that's a good... Not a bad idea. Let's do that, shall we? Okay. I just didn't realise how state-of-the-art their equipment is. I mean, it looks fantastic. Okay, let's turn this off. If I can get my finger in. Let's pull the battery out. Okay. Power supply on. So we want to do how much? We only want 3 volts, don't we? So where's my volt sitting? Volts, 3... 3.2? We'll do 3.2. Okay. I could measure it across with my scope. I could do that as well. These banana plugs are shit. Can I just tell you, everyone? I'm just going to tell everyone. They're my cheap ones I got, and they are really, really bad. Where am I going to connect this to? I don't know how I'm going to have to, am I going to have to bodge wire? I might have to bodge wire to the ground. Unless I can fit this in. Oh no, I can fit that in. Wow. Okay, that might work. Okay, let's see if this powers up. And if it does... Turn the switch on. Okay. So this is going off my power supply. Wow. Let's take guess. Hey Colin. My daughter just wished you happy birthday. Thanks, Orly. So let's take a guess, everyone. So what I've done is I've stuck a let's pull out a bit. I stuck a DuPont cable, but one of my round tip ones, into one of the ground wires, and I've connected my power to that. So, come on, let's take a guess, everyone. Keep going. Who's going? Wow, big ranges. We've got from 6 to 20. It's actually bouncing around a little bit. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's within a range of, wow, 60. Oh, Dave went from 6 to 22. Feeling a bit pressured there, are we? Hey, Super Clone Ranger. 3 milliamps. Wow, that's sorry, Daniel, you're way out of contention there. Wow, it's pretty cool. Okay, so it's jumping between 11 and 17. I'm not sure why it's jumping. It could just be because of my PWM thing I'm doing. It's doing some nasty jumping around. Yeah, in this case, the LEDs will be most of it. Technically, right now, I've got every LED on all the time at some particular brightness, according to the code. And I'm running it at full tilt. Yes, at 8 megahertz. I can just see by looking at my power supply, though. And I don't even know how accurate that is as a reading. But it just went down to 9. So it's gone as low as 9 now. And well, it just went up to 18 that one time as well. But most of the time it's sitting around 13. Which I think is okay. I think 13 milliamps is pretty good. It's better than I expected. Especially for the brightness I'm getting. I'm glad I stuck only one resistors on there. So there you go. Success in almost everything. 15 hours, 15 milliamps. That's not too bad. So probably about 18 hours, because it's most of the time it's sitting below 15. It's sitting around 12. We'd use slightly less. That's what I was asking before. So is it an AT-Tiny 13A pin compatible, is it, to the 85? What's the difference between the two? I haven't really even looked into it. I mean, I know about the older, the 22 and 44, or 45, or whatever it is, 80 something, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I found an article, I can't remember who posted it, that's got a whole lot of information about how to reduce power out of an AT-Tiny 85. So I know there's some things I can do, plus put it at 1 megahertz mode. So I will try that when I get my adapter. Switching between the 1 and the 8 megahertz on my breadboard version didn't seem to change anything visually that I could see. So, I mean, if I could get 20 hours out of the battery, I wouldn't be too unhappy with that. And anything more I think would be a bonus. Is that the only difference? It's just how much memory? Wow, okay. Okay, you shouldn't let your kids on chat on your stream. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder if my code could fit in 1K. Maybe. Yeah, I might look at that. Any idea how much they are price-wise? Because there's... I'm not sure if everyone's aware, but the cost on the AT-Tinys have gone up dramatically at the moment. There's a bit of a shortage going around. So, yeah, I've just been lucky to... I've been actually ordering as many AT-Tiny 85s as I could find. Apparently I said a rude word. I don't know what that word was. So I think I've ordered... I've got 20 sitting unopened behind me, and I've got another 40 I ordered coming from China. Because I need them for my badges, and of course I've got my, let's not forget my little AT Tiny LED driver board. So, which I'm also waiting for my Pogo pins for to make a programmer for it, or my adapter plug for that as well. So, I've got a lot of AT Tiny stuff that I'm making. I can't remember who the article was from. Hey, we don't do swear boxes. If we did swear boxes, can I tell you, there aren't enough boxes in all of Melbourne to fill all of the money that happens in my house. What? 30 € each? No way. So this cost me $1.50 or $1.45. So it's not too bad, I guess, for a microcontroller. They're pretty versatile. Thanks, Dave. I'll have a look at that. So yeah, I'm expecting to churn through quite a lot of... You say, okay, wait. No, something's going on here. Let me just turn this off. Let's go back to my... AT Tiny driver board. Remember this, folks? This is using the same circuitry as my badge. This is pulling the reset switch low. That is pulling it low. Can someone explain that to me? All the good people are in Melbourne. I'm stumped, folks. This here is being pulled low. And it works, as you can see. Can reset. So why is this board working low and mine wouldn't work low? Why did my other one have to be pulled high? Anyone? Bueller? DMM proof. Are you telling me that I've got it the wrong way around and I don't realise? It's possible. Let's find out. That'd be funny if I did. I'm just at my component shelf, folks. Won't be a second. I'm not going to pull the DMM. I'm going to grab a board and have a look at my traces. Okay, here's my board. Nope, that's to ground. That is... Maybe it's not. Hang on. I know what it is. So I forgot that on my top plane on this board is VCC, not ground. I normally do ground top and bottom. So I thought that was grounded. The whole time I've been thinking this has been grounded, this pin, when I built my badges. But it's not, because that whole top plane is VCC. That's why. So you're right, I'm wrong. That's being pulled high. That's being pulled high. Oh, wow. Wow, that is so annoying. So I looked at my board and I assumed that it was a ground plane and it was being pulled low, so that's what I did on my badge. Oh well, that's why you don't use VCC planes. I normally don't. Bit to power plane. The only reason I did it here is because it was just too tight, and I wanted to keep my routing as nice as possible. So I didn't want to add any more wires. So that's why I did a VCC plane. It's pretty cool. Look how tiny that board is. Wow, look at my fits on the top bit of my finger. It actually fits. Look at that. Not that that's a measurement that anyone should go by, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think Ed got his smaller though, didn't you? I think you got yours smaller by doing something funky with the header. Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with this. Thanks, Ollie. Cool stuff, Daddy. Yes. So, yeah. I've proven myself a fool again today. Why not? Because that's why you all come here and watch my stuff. Is to see me make a fool of myself. But I don't mind making a fool of myself, because I tend to learn when I embarrass myself. And if other people can... need a log of these. A log of what? A log of all the mistakes. So other people don't make them. That's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. No, I don't mind making mistakes. I thought my Sandy 21 Mangler was small, but not really. I could probably get it smaller. Anyway, I think that's enough, everyone. Cool stream, nice challenge on the shit 1% battery. Thanks. An unexpected log. Fool's only fool when not learning. I don't mind making mistakes. I got no problems making mistakes. I never try to pretend that I'm an expert in any of this. I keep telling people that I'm still a beginner and I'm still learning. But there's sometimes there are mistakes that I'd prefer not to make. So, you know, like, yeah. Or at least understand why I made the mistake. Yeah, no, I'm quite happy to admit when I'm wrong, because it's often... I'm the go-to person for everything that goes wrong in my house, which is cool. Okay, I think that's it, folks. It's been fun. Been enjoyable. We got success. We tend to always get success on my streams. Just takes a bit of pushing and needling and smacking things around. Hey, Mike. Didn't see you before. Apologise if you've been here the whole time. But we have a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. I am catching up with John Oxer today. Going over to his workshop for a visit. So that's going to be fun. I'm very excited about that. Hopefully I won't yawn in his face. Mistakes maketh the man. Yes. David Watts is speaking from experience. That is cool. Hey, Mr. Watts. So when are you and I going to get back on the LED filament train? I think we need to. Because I'm running out of projects. Not. I'm running out... No, I want to get back on that train. I'm excited to get that going. Oh, don't watch the start of the stream, John. It really wasn't worth it. But thanks for joining that. I appreciate it. Okay, everyone. Bye. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Sleep if it's sleep time, and have a great day if it's daytime for you. Happy birthday again, Colin, if you're still around, if you haven't passed out. Yeah, everyone, please go push like. I'd appreciate it. That'd be cool. Until next time, scratch you later. Hey, everyone, make something unexpected. Go. Do it. Shh. Not in public, mate. On Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Wait, what? Bye.